It's not an exaggeration when I say that Alice appears in less than a minute of the short cartoon Alice on the Farm. And this is definitely something that seems to have happened with the cartoons featuring Margie Gay. After Virginia Davis stopped playing Alice in the Alice Comedy series, Margie Gay took over. I think she's just as entertaining, but I don't feel like Disney utilised her enough. The cartoons, or the live action cartoon crossovers, have definitely become more about Julius, which is definitely because Felix the Cat was exceptionally popular at this time in Disney, understandably, as many other studios did at the time, wanted to capitalise on the thirst that the audience had for animated cats. This is about an 8-minute film, and as I said, Alice appears in it for I think less than a minute. I tried to count, but I may have lost count here and there, but it's about just under a minute. And obviously, this is set on a farm, which gives us some pretty interestingly animated farm animals, and there's a dash hunt in this, which I thought was beautifully animated. I really enjoyed how the dash hunt moved. Julius is busy with the farm animals, and Pete comes along and steals Alice. So it's up to Julius rather, to chase after Pete and try and save Alice. And Alice being the victim, she's in a bag for a lot of it, so we don't actually see her. There is a weird moment where Pete puts her in the bag, and I'm pretty sure he punches her through the bag. It was a little bit darker than I expected, but I enjoyed the chase sequence. I thought the pacing was good. Julius is well animated. Pete, as a kind of precursor to the Peg-Leg Pete that we end up knowing as an antagonist of Mickey Mouse, and then, of course, later a friend of Mickey Mouse, is certainly a character that was used quite a bit. And the character definitely comes across as quite evil. I do think the character works quite well. It's not a bad cartoon. I think it's very well animated, reasonably well kind of edited and developed the narrative structure as it. I'll try that sentence again. The narrative structure is relatively well developed, but I just think that Alice, bearing in mind Alice is the live action element, wasn't really used that much because Alice isn't in it too much and she's not really interacting with the animations. The thing that makes Alice Comedies unique, or quite unique at the time, is the crossover between live action and animation. Disney was not the only person doing this at the time, but certainly it made it quite interesting. But removing Alice from about 7/8 of the film means that it loses that appeal. So it really should have been called Julius on the Farm. It was interesting to watch, but it's just a little bit weird that it's no longer really about Alice.